Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. This, a very, very short video. I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy of something that just made me laugh, and I just thought I'd share it with you. So, straight in. Yes, this is this thing where someone complains about other people doing something while they're still doing exactly the same thing. The hypocrisy. Exeter Chiefs rugby team drop Native American themed logo and renames its Wigwam and Tomahawk Stadium bars after being blasted as racist in cultural appropriation row. Now, I love this term, cultural appropriation, right? The Chiefs have been known by this name for a long time, and so for about 20 odd years now they've been calling themselves the Exeter Chiefs, but they adopted a sort of a what we would call Native American, but what traditionally was the Red Indian logos. Anyways, Exeter Chiefs will rename the bars in its stadium and change its controversial logo. Not controversial, it's the picture of a Native American. If being a Native American is controversial, perhaps Native Americans need to stop being Native Americans. Is that what they're saying? It comes after American Indian organisation called for the club to change its name. But you don't have to be a Red Indian or, a Arapaho, whatever like that, to be a chief. You can be a chief executive. We have tribal chiefs in this country. Chiefs have been around a long time. So you don't need to change your name. They just think that chiefs apply to them, and therefore anyone who says the word chief is obviously talking about Native American Indians. This is not so. The NCAI urged the rugby club to drop its logo and stop fans wearing headdresses. Why? If a fan wants to wear something, who are you to stop someone wearing it? Bars at Sandy Park Stadium are now named after castles in and around Devon. New logo set to reflect the connection with Celtic Iron. Oh, that's the football team. The Celtic Iron Age in use from next season when there were Celtic Chiefs. So up yours to the Native American Indians. Now, what's funny here is you've got this group in America who are saying, "Oh, you are people who aren't Native American Indians, and you're wearing headdresses. You're wearing things that aren't your culture." But I bet the people saying that are wearing jeans and, baseball caps and shirts. That isn't part of their culture. They've culturally appropriated that from the West, from Europe. And yet, they're probably complaining on a computer. They didn't invent the computer. They've culturally appropriated the computer. And they've seen it on the culturally appropriated television as they drive their culturally appropriated cars. All these things are European. And yet they object to Europeans wearing a headdress. Does anyone see the problem with this? You can't wear that because that's not part of your culture. Meanwhile, we'll use all these things that are part of your culture that we didn't invent. Anyway, I'm going to come up. It is a load of old bollocks. Of course, the correct procedure for Exeter was to say, "Nah, we'll ignore you." What are they going to do? Go to war? Sue? Who are you going to sue? Who invented the term chief? Whose picture is it? You don't know who that is. And anyway, at the end of the day, I'll wear I could wear a headdress, and someone said, "Oh, you can't wear that." I say, I identify as a Navajo. What are you going to do? Anyway, if you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications of future outputs. Leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, stay safe, stay well, wear what the hell you like, and goodbye.